Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we're going to take a look at which is probably one of my favorite series to come out from Rough Ryder here in a while. Now, we just looked at some Rough Ryder knives last week, and it was, trust me, I'm a big fan. But this series has got just a little bit extra, and you'll be able to tell why I like them so much here in a bit. But we're talking about, of course, the Apta series. Now, it's not like the the blue jean denim, where they're all the same cover material or anything like that. It's just kind of it's basically more or less based on blade steel. Honestly, that's the kind of the glue that binds them together because they're all VG10, and you guys know I like VG10. But I'm going to take a quick look at all 6 that are currently in the series. Haven't really heard of any more coming as of yet, but you never know. But we're going to take a look at this series and hang out, guys, because I kind of have something to tell you about these 6 knives that we're going to be looking at. So this is the 2284. Now, the cool thing about it is they all come in a nice little pouch. Now, that's a little bit different than we see from, well, even really the Rough Ryder Reserve line. They don't come in a pouch. Obviously, they come in the tin with the cleaning cloth and all that good stuff. But this is a little different. This is a little different. Oh, there's the knife right there. But they all come with a tool and some extra screws, which is nice. Because the idea behind these knives is you may have, we'll look at this one, this brass handle, and say maybe you don't like this kind of cleaver style blade on this one. Well, you can swap it for one of the other blades on one of the other knives if you would like. That's kind of the idea and the premise behind this, because as you can see there on the pivot, you do have removable screws, pivot screws. So that's just kind of one of the ideas behind this series is kind of swappability and customizability in a way. You can take what you have and kind of flip-flop them around and basically make your own knife. But this is the first one, the 2284. Now, this is a brass-handled knife. Really nice. Definitely has some weight to it. Lanyard hole. Now, let's see. That lanyard hole, okay, we clear pretty good. We'll be okay there. But this cleaver kind of almost, it's not chiseled ground, but it kind of reminds me of a chisel just because of the way it is ground. But cleaver style blade, long pull, VG10 steel. There you go, Rough Ryder 2284. Yep, they're definitely made in China. But just a very, now I don't have the 2 cleaver styles in my collection right now. I don't. And no, these are definitely not in my collection. Like I said, I'll tell you about them here in a minute. But I think I might have to. I didn't order them, off the bat because of that blade style. I just kind of wasn't. But that handle's pretty cool. It's almost kind of got like that wormwood type look to it in the brass. But it's a really, really nice looking knife. VG10 steel, like I said, half stop. Yep. Spring on this one's pretty good. The pull's probably, I'll give it a 5.5 there from half stop. Not bad. Not a bad little knife. Now this one runs, the whole series runs anywhere from like $18 to $40. I believe this one is 22, 23-ish, if I remember correctly. So for a VG10 full brass knife, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So that's the first one. That's the brass. That's the 2284. I'm going to set them out here. And like I said, we're just going to kind of take a look at all. Next one we're going to look at is the 2282. Now, I honestly do not have these memorized at all. I thought I did, but I don't. Oh, yeah. And like I said, they all come in the pouch. They all come with the tool. That's just kind of the screws. Now, I will say that on one of the models, let me say this first. I actually got Lefty EDC to kind of like one, which blew me away, honestly. He did end up stripping a screw on one of his. So, they do give extra screws, so that's a good thing. You know, hopefully he got that remedied. But just gotta throw that out there. What I know, I gotta tell, right? So, that's what we're gonna do. Now, this one is the 2282. You guys know I'm digging this one. I mean, come on. The red, the black. Now, this one's aluminum, where the other one was brass. This is aluminum. Now, I know some people have been having an issue with the paint sticking, and I know my good friend Tim S., he just took the black paint off. Now, that was an issue they had with the other VG10 series, the blue and black, was the paint not sticking to the aluminum. I have not had that issue as of yet. That's all I can say. Now, the one thing I will say on mine is the blade sits a little high. This one is great. It is nice. It's nested. Again, you've got that long pull. Again, the pull's probably about a 5. Good snap. Look at that blade, though. I am digging that blade. Now, if you're going to swap these blades, obviously, you know, they've pretty much got the same shape. So the blades should kind of rotate through. If you want, like I said, if you want to change those out. So, you know, well, will the cleaver blade fit in the red handle? Well, by shape and by design, it certainly looks like they should. I have not done that as of yet. So, like I said, mine sits a little high. Now, there's not a kick there. Ooh, that's got a nice snap to it. Again, you've got a lanyard hole. You guys know I'm digging that red. Look at the back. Pretty darn good. This one is the least expensive of them all. This one runs, I think it's $17.99 on the site. So very, very cool. Very cool. And when I say on the site, yes, I am referring to Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and that will come into play here in a little bit as well. Now we got the 2285. Again, pouch, all the good stuff. Absolutely. What do we have? Oh, this is one of them. I love this one. I'm really digging this one. This is the micarta one. This micarta is really, really nice. Again, pretty darn good construction on it. Transitions are really good. This one runs, I believe, 26 is what this one's going for. So very, very cool. 26 bucks for a micarta VG10. The pull, again, probably about a 5 to a 5.5. Decent snap, but look at that warning blade. I like that a lot. 2285 there. Solid half stop. Nice snap down. Man, for 26 bucks, man, this thing is super, super nice. And all of these feel really, really nice in hands. Now, I know there's some of you out there that aren't really into the slip joint scene. You're worried about them going closed on your hand or whatever. I understand. But man, for 26 bucks, that's a really, really nice knife. Again, lanyard hole, and like I said, that micarta is really nice. Feels terrific. Oh yeah, I'm really, really digging that one. I like a lot of these. Like I said, I don't have the cleaver styles in my collection yet. I have to say yet. But you never know. So now we're going on to the 2286. Get it open here. All the good stuff. Pouch. Oh yeah. I love the blade on this one. This is the titanium version. Now this one is the most expensive one of the bunch. And this one runs about $40. But look at that blade. Oh, that kind of reverse Tanto-ish style blade. Kind of reminiscent of kind of a 940 blade. A little bit, which you guys know I really enjoy. 2286. God, I love that blade style. I really, really do. And that, like I said, this is the one that Lefty ended up getting. And unfortunately, like I said, this is one he stripped a screw, but you do have extra screws in there. So just be careful. There might be some Loctite on there. Just watch when you're doing it. But man. Now this one's got a little bit of weight to it. Not as much as the brass or that cleaver style blade. But hey, I want the cleaver blade on the titanium. That's what they're made for, guys. I am really, really digging this knife. Ah, man. It's hard. It's hard. I don't know. I think even though the red aluminum looks so good, I think that micarta one just might be my favorite. I really do. It just might be. Oh. We dropped the poison. Oh, yeah. Now, we got the titanium version. Now, we also have a copper version, and this one has already got some crazy patina going on. But look at that. It's pretty much the same as the titanium one, same blade style. It's just in a copper handle. Now, this one definitely has some weight to it. Already got that patina going. You could clean that up with some Brasso. Start your own patina if you wanted to. But man, definitely liking that knife. Now, this one, a little bit... On the open, it's got a little bit more stout of an open. I'm going to go 5.5, little bit more. Little bit lazier on the shut, though. Not too bad. This one, I believe, is right there in that low to mid 20 range as well. So, overall price, not too bad for a full copper and VG10 knife. Now, last but not least, we have another of the cleaver ones. Now this one doesn't have, it's got a little bit of a patina going, but again, we've caught that kind of the wormwood style jigging going on. Same cleaver. Oh, that's got a nice pop open to it. That was probably, oh, listen. Oh, that's got a nice sound. This one, again, is probably about a 5 on the open. But overall, just another super... I'm going to have to get these, I think. 2283. Sorry, I didn't show you the number on that. Man. Really, really nice. Now, like I said, you got these two that are kind of similar with that jigging, and then you have these two that are, obviously titanium and copper, but they have the same blade steel, or blade style, same blade steel and blade style. And then you have the micarta, and you have the red aluminum. But these are the current 6 knives in the Rough Ryder Apta series. Now, why do I like this knife? Because of the different selection. I understand they aren't all the same handle material, cover material, or blade style or anything like that, kind of like the tater skin or those series that we see from Rough Ryder. But they're all the same blade steel in VG10, and they're made to be swappable. That's kind of where this series kind of all comes together, like I'd said. So, what do you think? What do you guys think of these? I know quite a few of you have purchased them. You've told me you've purchased them. Hopefully, you are enjoying them as much as I am. But what I really wanted to tell you about these 6 knives that you see in front of you. Smoky Mountain Knife Works sent these to me. You guys, some of you probably have already seen it when I unbox them. But these will be given away during my portion of the Knives Live 24-hour live stream for Knife Rights. They sent them to me to give away during my portion of that. So, very, very cool. I got some other stuff back here. I got hats. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a real fun live stream. Again, I may have a guest with me that would be cool. We've kind of talked about it here a little bit. I had a guest set up the last time we did it, but unfortunately, he couldn't make it. I think he came down with COVID at that point in time. But, yep, these 6 knives will be given away during my portion of the Knives live stream, which is very cool. Thank you very much to Smoky Mountain for sending these out and making them available for that. Just supporting the community once again. So, let me know what you think about the Apta series, guys. What do you think about the swappability? You know, the series as a whole, blade steel, whatever you want to talk about, you know? I enjoy talking to you guys so much in the comments. So, thank you again, guys. Always appreciate you. Thanks again to Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Remember, the Knives Live 24-hour live stream for Knife Rights, November 4th and 5th. This Friday and Saturday from 7 Eastern to 7 Eastern. My slot is 11 Pacific, which should be 2 a.m. Eastern. Yes, I'm in my late night role. You guys know that's where I like to be. That's just what works for me. So, absolutely 100% really looking forward to that for sure. Thanks a lot, guys. Always appreciate you. Remember, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.